Hello everyone and welcome to another Super Science video of the Masterton Regional Library. I'm Miss Stephanie, one of the librarians here in the Youth Services Department, and today we are going to make some seed spinners. Now, and here are what seed spinners look like outside. These are maple ones, and plants need to spread their seeds as far as possible so they don't start growing all the place, because then they would be competing for water and sunlight. So the further they spread, the more likely that more will grow up to be trees or other plants. And some of these tree seeds spin as they fall to the ground, and it helps keep them in the air longer, so make them more likely that wind will blow them farther away. Now, the seed spinner that we're going to make today doesn't look like the picture I just showed you, but it's super easy to make. You only need a few items, and then we're going to test it out here in this room. So all you'll need is a pair of scissors, a ruler, a pencil, a couple paper clips, and you can just use one piece of paper, but I'm using a couple different types just to test to see which one spins the most or goes the farthest. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, let's get started on making our own seed spinner. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to cut out a paper strip, and you'll need your ruler for the inches. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut out a paper strip about 5.5 inches long and 2 inches wide. So what we'll do is I'm going to line my ruler up. I'm going to make a little mark right here at the 2 inches, so that's the width. Then I'm going to go up and then go to 5.5. There we go. And then I'm going to make a mark at the end of my ruler. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to draw some straight lines. So, oh, it's a little crooked. There we go. So draw a line there. Next, I'm going to draw a line here. And you see that rectangle that I just made? We're going to cut that out now. Just got my scissors. And then you can set the paper aside for making more, or you can just use it to draw or something else. So now we have our paper strip, and now we're going to measure halfway between both. So this is 2 inches, so 1/2 of 2 is 1 inch. So we want to go here and we want to make a mark right here at the 1 inch. So 1 inch. Then we're going to go, and the difference between 5.5 is 2 inches and 3/4. So I'm making a little mark. Oops, make sure it doesn't shift. There we go. Making a mark here. And then what I'm going to do is draw a line straight across here. And then I'm going to draw a line until it connects the one in the middle. Alright, so this is what your paper is going to look like now. And then the next step is take your scissors again, and then just cut don't cut this line right here, just cut the middle line right here until you reach that one, until you can move them, but don't go any further than that or your seed spinner won't work. Oops, I kind of tangled my words there a little bit. Now, the next step is you take one of the flaps and fold it over gently, and then crease it, and then fold it back out, and then you'll take the other flap and fold it in the opposite direction. So now it's going to look like this. And then your last step is to take a paper clip and put it on the end for a little weight. So let's go ahead and test out our seed spinner. Alright guys, let's test out our seed spinners. Now I have made them out of 3 different types of paper: construction paper, cardstock, and printer paper. And I'm just going to we're going to pretend that where I'm standing is the tree. And when you do this at home, you can find a higher spot. Like if your home has 2 stories, you can throw them off a high place. If you have an adult nearby, you could stand on a chair. So just make sure that the most important thing is that you do it from a safe place. But you will need to throw these at somewhere higher than like the ground. So I'm sitting here on the ramp. This is like the main tree. So let me go ahead, and a gust of wind has happened, and let's see what happens to the seed spinner. So I'm gonna toss one, and then toss another one. Oh, going down, and then our last one. Okay, so you saw them spin down, which looked really cool too, so you can play around with them. So let's see how far each one of these seed spinners went from the tree. All right, so we're gonna measure how far each seed spinner went from the tree. So I got my yardstick here. So measure from here. So the first one, this is the printer paper, and we'll go right about here. It was about 22.5 inches. And then this one didn't quite make 3 feet or 36 inches, but it looks like we're at 33.5 inches. Now, so what I'm gonna do for the next one, I'm gonna use this little stopper here. So this is 36 inches right here. I'm gonna move the yardstick over here, and then we are going just add however many inches this is to 36 to get our final one. And so let's see, we're at 11. So 36 plus 11 is 47 inches. So this one was the cardstock, and then the construction paper was the second. So, and there's a lot of different things that can affect this. And in real life with seeds are lighter than this. They have wind, they have other things to help carry them. But I hope this gives you a little bit of an idea of how seeds spread to grow new plants or trees. All right, everyone, I hope that you had a great time making and testing out your seed spinner. And here are a couple books that I found as I was researching for this video. The first one is A Seed is the Start by Melissa Stewart, and it is a fascinating look at the beginnings of a plant. And the author does an excellent job of walking the reader through each step in the process. So, and you can see the seeds in the ground, and it just talks about the different ways that seeds can spread. Like I learned that they can spread through floating, hooking and clinging on to fur of an animal, and even traveling through animal and bird poop. And so, like, the pictures in here are wonderful, great quality photography. You learn a lot about the different types of seeds. And I would just highly recommend this if you're interested in learning more about the humble seed. And then my other book is a story. It's a chapter book, and this is called Big Tree by Brian Selznick. And this unique story shares the journey of Louise and Merwin, two siblings. But these aren't just any siblings. These siblings are sycamore tree seeds. And they are slowly preparing to leave their mama tree to grow, but a big fire forces them to fly away unexpectedly. So it may seem like the end for Louise and Merwin, but they manage to use their wits and imagination to navigate all sorts of mysterious dangers in the world. And all they want to do is find a safe place to grow, but they face many challenges ahead, including dinosaurs, volcanoes, and more. And although the length of this book may be very intimidating, do not fear. The author included many beautiful, there we go. This one's of a butterfly. Black and white illustrations done by pencil to break up the text, and there's usually not a lot of text on each page either. And it does an amazing job of bringing Louise and Merwin's story to life. And I can honestly, I have never read a book like this one before. And it is fascinating to learn about the life of a seed from the perspective of the seed itself. And there are also science information in the back about plants in the era of the dinosaurs as well, if you're interested. So for a unique and fascinating story, I highly recommend Big Tree. Thank you so much for joining me for another Super Science video. I look forward to sharing more experiments with you soon. Have a good day. Bye.